Welcome to the Daily Influence, where our mission is to deliver a daily dose of positive influence that can uplift you personally or be shared within your sphere of influence. While not every episode may directly apply to your unique circumstances, we strive to provide insights and inspiration relevant to most people's daily, weekly, and monthly lives. Whether you are tuning in during the morning, noon, or night, the Daily Influence is here for you. Listen, share, and embrace the power of influence in your life. Hey everybody, Brian Smith here with the Iron Team series and the Daily Influence, and Happy New Year and welcome to 2024. I look at the calendar and it just really amazes me at how fast time goes by. And this year, my son turns 24, my granddaughter will turn 17, my middle daughter Mary and co-author will turn 30, and my oldest daughter is going to be 38, and it's just an amazing journey that I've been on. And last week we talked about, reflecting, slowing down, setting smart goals, understanding our influence, taking control of that. Today's about beginnings. It's a new year. You have an opportunity to start, and every day is actually like this. One of the things about New Year's resolutions that frustrates me is that you can have new resolutions anytime. It doesn't have to be the first of the year. It doesn't have to be mid-year. It doesn't have to be end of year. It could be every day. Every day is new. Every hour is new. Through every lesson we have on a daily basis, we have an opportunity of having a beginning. You can start over relationships on a turn of responsibility, a turn of accountability, a turn of understanding. I found myself last week as I was sitting here shooting the messenger with one of our team members as she delivered another piece of frustrating news to me. And I had to walk to her office and not just apologize for shooting the messenger and being so direct and so negative in just my body language and how I was communicating with her. But then I had to remind myself that she's the one who always brings me this type of information because that's her role. And she has to put up with being the messenger who gets the brunt of whatever reaction I have to that day's information or that client's information or our own here in this organization. She has to be the one that deals with that. And I had to tell her, I realize that you're the one that does this and it's not fair. And as she said, well, I've learned to live with it. That doesn't make it right. One of my challenges for myself this year is to stop doing that. And I've recognized this in my writing. I've pointed it out how I've had this cyclical relationship with not handling surprises very well. I don't like them. And I try to prepare people for how I am. But even if you prepare people and they are prepared, it's not an excuse to maintain that behavior. And I have to remind myself. So as you start the new year, what behaviors, what things in your area of influence would you like to pivot from or to? It could be something you want to get away from and change or improve for yourself or add for yourself or shed for yourself. It might be a mannerism. It might be a way that you react to certain repetitive issues. It might be a certain person in your life that you find yourself challenged with. Not challenged because you don't like them, but challenged because you deal with difficult things with them. And we take them for granted. It might be somebody that you have a positive relationship with, but you feel like there could be an improvement to it. There could be a change to it. Sometimes it's just about semantics. Changing our perspective, the words we use to describe a situation or a behavior or an event. One of our initiatives here at the I and Team series and at IA Business is to move from change management to improvement management. We've been practicing that through 2022 and 2023. I still find myself, because of habits in the way that the world we live in is, everybody wants to talk about change. I think we should focus on improvement. Stop calling it change. We don't like change inherently as humans, but we love improvement. And if we think of change as improvement, we start with the word improvement, maybe we'll move it a little bit farther. Maybe we'll get a better first step and a better second step and third step, which can lead us to better improvement, more efficient improvement, improvement that engages sooner. Instead of falling back into the habits we're trying to improve, we go with the improved habits sooner and do better in these initiatives. I always like to add SMART, especially the first of the year. SMART goals are great. They were created for us to have some structure to our goal setting. But what about SMART tactics? What about writing our goals out in a smart way, specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely? And how about applying SMART tactics to them? Specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely tactics that reconcile to our schedules, that don't overwhelm us and give us an excuse and justification to get on an off ramp and leave our goals and not reach the little milestones. How about communicating in a smart way with our team and ourselves so that when we communicate, it's in specific ways, measurable ways. We challenge if it's acceptable. We challenge if it's realistic and timely. And we have that lively communication that creates this smart environment for us to move forward with. That's my challenge to everybody listening. Be as smart as you can be as you start to enter this new beginning, 2024. Challenge yourself in a smart way, set smart goals, use smart tactics, and communicate smartly with everybody, including yourself. I hope you join us again tomorrow as we'll pick up some other new lesson here at the Daily Influence. Have a great day.